before he reaches the 27. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown in the final seconds of the first half as they have now chopped this, and he takes off with it. It's a fake.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs him. The kicking team gets the football here. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He's going deep for Brown. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
They flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen. He finds his tight end here, Orson Charles. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Here's Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Trent Murphy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Allen now looks to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. The pass there complete to Sutton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Allen off the bootleg. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh.
And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. We got it. We got it.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Allen going to throw. He's going deep for Brown. They got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day.
That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, 41 yards. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop. Looking to throw on second down. Allen, he'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Allen from the gun on third down. He's got his tight end Fant. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 36 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And shedding his way forward. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. So after the INT, it's Allen. This is the tight end Fant. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, 55 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy down.
It's a foot race. He's at the 40, past the 20. 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
But now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had the big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting.
There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 41 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down.
Foul.
Here's the call.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught. A big play here for Buffalo. 58 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception.
And it'll be intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it.
Come on, guys. We got this.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On play action, Allen finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, 56 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50.
Let's go, baby.
And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare, because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's 3rd down. Now Allen again.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 46